Dang it. What's up, MSFers? Right off the bat, I want to say I screwed up my audio somehow. I don't know if there was like an automatic update or something with Wavelink, but all of my sound settings got deleted. So if at any time in the stream the music is too loud or my voice is too quiet or somebody else's voice is too quiet or the system sounds bother you, please let me know what's going on. Give me a percentage of up or down on whatever thing sounds terrible. And I will try and tweak it as we go. I didn't have any time to go over that audio. So that could be an issue today. Hopefully we'll get it all figured out and we'll get back under control. So today, I just finished watching Boylon's latest video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And I want to talk about it, but there's a lot that I can't talk about, obviously. And so you will hear me say this over and over and over today. Please don't make decisions on the tech raid team until we have a final product and can get some kind of testing out there. Please let somebody test the team and talk about that testing, whether it be on the playtest server, which isn't all that accurate, or live in-game, which is some of the best testing. But don't make a decision on this yet. I think one of the reasons, and I don't know because they're not telling us anything, but I think one of the reasons why envoys are not allowed to talk about their experiences with the team is because the team is very much under construction at this point. That is an assumption. So, again, let's not get too carried away with the tech raid team because I know that it is a very complicated situation that's going on there. We're just not allowed to give you guys more information, and it sucks. But Boylon's video was a really good video, but I think he missed a critical point that I can talk about, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit. Otherwise, I got Crucible, and I think I've got War will be at the end of the stream. We'll do that. And it'll be a nice Thursday afternoon. It is Thursday, right? Take rescue to G18. Run 7 told me to do it. I will say this, and again, do not act on this information, but I will show you something, guys. I resync my roster about 3 times a day, I swear. I go to this DD planner so much, it's ridiculous. Constantly second-guessing myself. But you can see, I'm taking all 5 characters of the tech raid team into DD6. I do not advise anyone to do this or not do this. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And this is based on how I play and the things that I am doing. Okay? So there clearly is a segment of the community that will find this a team that they might enjoy taking into DD6. Again, don't make a decision until we have a finished product, tested and proven, because there's a lot that's under flux. But, you know, there's a lot to be had with this team, and I can't wait until some more information comes out about that. What's up, Mr. Wolf? What's up, One Pride? Thanks for the bra. I appreciate that, One Pride. What's up, Doolum? What's up, Burnsy? What's up, Jerry? What's up, Domdell? What's up, Elder? What's up, Weapon Z? What's up, Prince of Peace? So only take the Pegasus members to G19. Got it. No hints. There's no underlying information or anything. I am trying to be as honest and transparent as I am allowed to be. Scopely's telling us we don't get to talk about it. That's on them. I'm not going to complain about that. That's their choice. They've got their reasons to do it. I do feel that the Envoy program could be very beneficial to everyone involved, Scopely and the community, if we could get a little clarity on the situation, but this is where we're at. So my one thing that I can say to you guys is please don't make a decision on this team at this time. I gotta do some farms real quick. Let's see what we got available. I think I already farmed her this morning. Remember, we're saving cores and blitzes and all kinds of stuff for what's happening. Let's go take a look at that infographic. This will be about the 5th time I've looked at this today. We'll bring this up. The 18th is come and gone. We're looking for the 21st. Battle in Blitz, right? Battle in Blitz for the Strange Divination Mockingbird event that starts tonight. Spend power cores, so if you haven't refreshed your 50s, don't refresh your 50s. Don't spend power cores if you can get away with it. We're gonna spend those power cores on the Strange Divination Mockingbird event. And earn Blitz credits for the Complex Conjurations Web Milestone event. So blitzing and core spending today. Save your goodies. What's up, Todd? Man, I could set my watch by you. Okay, for those of you that like to look through my roster, I don't think I have anything exciting going on here. I'm pretty sure it's the same old farms and stuff. We're gonna go through farm some gold nodes if we can, just to knock down some of this energy. I'm not gonna go too crazy farming or anything, not doing any refreshes. This is just what I got from the web store. Can I go any further? Farm me some purple sticky shards. I can do a 30 on that. Blitz every hour for 16 hours. Actually, isn't this the 1 hour blitz? I don't remember. Is this the 1 hour blitz we're going into? 1 hour timer, cooldown timers? By the way, I don't know, but I very much suspect that this is a test run of a 1 hour cooldown timer on Blitz. So if you enjoy the 1 hour cooldown timer, I would encourage you to speak up. If you are offended by the 1 hour cooldown timer, I would encourage you to speak up. Let your voice be heard. I would recommend going to the player's voice server. I'm sure they're gonna have some polling on this. I mean, I'm not actually sure. I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody lately. But my assumption would be that they're gonna run some polling on this. I hope they do. In fact, I'll message people and remind them that they should do some polling on this, because I think this is a test for sure of how to make slight improvements to Blitz without changing too much. So, oh, Cleaning Agent, you're here. Good. Okay, if you haven't seen Cleaning Agent's rants about superpowers, go check out his videos on YouTube and check them out. Cleaning Agent, when I do the costume for Johnny Storm, somebody help me out. When I do the Diablo costume, yes, for Windstorm. When I do the Diablo costume for Windstorm, I would love it if you could join me live on stream on video, and if you could do one of your rants about Diablo's superpowers, because I realized in all my hunting for the Diablo costume ideas, I don't know what he does. And so I have refrained from looking. Don't spoil it for me in chat, please. Don't spoil it for me. I have refrained from looking at what his abilities are in hopes that you would come on stream and do an ability rant while I'm in costume so I can find out just what the heck I got myself into. So I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd appreciate it. You're just clicking mod buttons like a lost child. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Okay, so one of these milestones, what is it? Meet the new recruits. Is this the one? Rank up and level up new Avengers. I think I've gotten as far as I can get. This has, oh, it has 9 days to go. Okay. So I can need to continue saving my gold. Am I gonna get to rank up Tigra? Is she gonna be available free to play? Am I gonna rank up Mockingbird in the next 9 days? Not on Tigra, but what about Mockingbird? Do you think we could get to Mockingbird? She won't be, and they said she won't be available before the end. Mockingbird is a yes. Tigra is a hard no. That's for spenders only. So the best I can do is I'm gonna put 75 levels on Mockingbird, which will give me enough, right? I only need 3 points per level to make that 150, 200, that'd be 300, 450 points, 600 points. Yeah, that'll give me 600 points, which I only need 200 points, less than 200 points. and I can get these. Okay, so I'll level up Mockingbird to level 75 like I did with the rest of this team, and I'll get 175 DPCs, as all the cool kids say. Need to do a war attack with Mockingbird. Why do I need to do a war attack with Mockingbird? I don't think that's gonna do much for me. Oh hell, just unlocking Mockingbird is gonna give me 250 points. Simply unlocking Mockingbird will give me the points needed to get that. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near this Elite 6. I mean, look at the gap in that jump. That's ridiculous. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near any of these.
Blitz is a dog shit game mode.
Yeah.
It needs to be deleted from the game.
I don't know, I'm starting to like Blitz a little bit more. With a 1 hour cooldown timer, I won't hate Blitz so much. Coulson has a turn rewind, and with the whole team, he isn't going to go first. The order will be Tigra, Thing, Coulson, Ronin, Mockingbird, I believe. Raider on Thing just makes more sense with how much damage he is doing, even though it is single target. If you get them 4 yellows, you can get to 6. 50 teams is not fun. They are well aware of save squads, guys. We are daily multiple pings in the server reminding them that everyone wants 51 plus save squads. Hold on a second. I gotta blow this up so I can see it. Somebody sent me a picture and I want to read it off stream. Oh yeah, yeah, Dwarf, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we aren't gonna go there, but yeah. It's that's what happens when too much ugliness goes around, Duelam. You just gotta limit it. You just gotta limit it, you know. Gotta keep it clean, as cleaning agent says. I want less save squads, so I spend less time blitzing. Hey, why don't they Red Star Gate blitzing? No one would give a shit, right? People would just be like, all right, less blitzing, it's fine, whatever. No one would give a shit. People would be like, oh, well, I just won't do that game mode, I guess. Oh, it's funny. If you want to know what we're talking about with Red Star gating, check out the recap, check out Dorky Dad's video, check out Mobile Gamer's video, check out a lot of conversations that are happening recently. There's been, after that last round of data mines that came out, there's been a lot of hype about Red Stars and the influx of Red Star currencies. All of it's speculation. Like lots of it tinfoil hat, all of it's speculation. Interesting conversations though. I really enjoyed Dorky Dad's video, as well as Mobile Gamer's video. The point about making gold promos basically farmable. If you're gonna start Red Star gating it, making it so you could grind out Red Star promos. That was a really good point that I hadn't heard before, and Dorky's whole lineup of what a Red Star gated anything should look like in terms of rewards, value for implementing it and stuff. Probably. You can probably ban me, Duelam, I don't know. I don't mod myself or mod anybody else. Like, people have made me mods in their streams, and the best I can do is do shoutouts. That's about all I can ever do. I'm not blitzing yet. So, okay, so the Boilon video. Let me go and just put it on screen so you guys can see this. Here it is. It's probably this one here. Super sus! Let's go there. Super sus, it's the Tech Raid Pegasus, a joke, question mark. Fix them ASAP, exclamation point. It's a 18-minute video approximately, and he basically breaks down where their stats put them in relation to everybody else. Now, I want to say the one thing I can definitely talk about, the one critique I have for this video, he puts Darkhawk in a bad light because of the low damage, low stats on Darkhawk. Specifically speaking, when you talk about Darkhawk's low damage, relative to the rest of the characters in the game, don't forget that all of his attacks are hitting multiple people. So even though he has a low damage stat, he has pretty high modifiers with piercing damage, and it's hitting a lot of people. I should probably double check that stuff. Let's go take a look at his stuff. So when Boilon made that, I kind of have to push back on that one. I think that was maybe not the best call on Darkhawk. Otherwise, he's going on. I love his stat breakdowns, by the way. I think it's great to go and look at those stats and see how these characters compare to previous tunes. But never forget the multipliers, the team bonuses, the mode-specific bonuses. There's a lot at play here. When they're rebound chaining to 5 people or more, you're getting a lot of damage out of that character. So there's a lot that can be going on. I wouldn't say he got the math wrong. He just didn't take into account, because look, attack primary and adjacents for 310% damage. 30% extra chance to crit in raids, right? That's 3 targets getting 310% damage with extra crit chance. You can make this entire team Raider, and no one's gonna laugh at you for that decision. Their kits will function like that. Spread all negative effects, excluding stun, from the primary target to all adjacent enemies. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 300% damage. Apply disrupted and defense down for 2 turns. Apply 2 counter to self and all Pegasus allies. Apply offense up to take out. Okay, the counter is going to be really good, because you don't necessarily need to make everybody need to make them a striker. They're gonna get counter attacks when they are attacked, giving them their ISO bonus, right? This is a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty important. It's technically affecting all enemies. It's attacking primary and adjacent for 300% damage, which is pretty good. As a Raider, he's gonna be critting on that, right? And his ultimate, 25% damage per offense up on this character. There are teammates that give offense up to adjacent. There's teammates that give offense up on their abilities. He's gonna have stacks of offense up. Then attack all enemies for 340% damage, plus the modifier here. Plus the fact that he's got offense up, which is an additional 50% damage as well. And that's hitting all enemies. So I think that even though he has a low damage stat, I still think that he's going to do a lot of overall damage. And it's a raid team. Once they get going and they get snowballing, I can assume that they are going to be hitting a lot of people a lot of times. And I think that with control features out of the Ironheart kit, those stuns, the turn meter rewinds with Tony, I just think that this team is going to be doing pretty good based on their kits in raids. Then on this, on self or ally crit heal, right? Again, if you make the entire team Raiders and they're all critting, he's healing up a lot. He did have a low health stat, but he's going to be healing a lot on self or ally crit. Now the allies aren't going to crit as much, but the Pegasus team's going to be critting like a mofo. So that's my thinking on it. So I did want to point out that. Otherwise, I did like the Boilon video. I thought it was a good take with the information that is available. But again, please don't make a decision, good or bad, on this team. Please don't follow a content creator into taking all 5 members into DD6, for crying out loud. I'm highly considering taking Jug Z into DD6. That's a luxury character that I have said I can't afford, and I'm considering taking him into DD6 still. So please just wait on what you want to do with this team. Let's wait for more information to come out. All right, I'm going to jump into voice chat. I want to hear what the other content creators have to say about the situation, and then I'm going to read through chat a little bit here, and then I got to do my Crucible attacks. So if you want to get on voice, I'll be there. Look who it is. I couldn't imagine. I never would have guessed that Doolum would already be in here.
What? What do you mean?
Okay, let me adjust the music because I'm pretty sure I got to bring this down a ways.
Very good.
Okay, there's that. Doolum, could you count to 10 for me? Doolum, could you count to 10 for me?
What now?
Doolum or Updog, could you count to 10 for me?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think I'm in the ballpark. I went off of memory on some of these stats. I think I'm getting it pretty close. All right, and then I need to bring down the music in my ear because I can't hear a dang thing. Okay, so what did chat have to say as I went off on that rant? With a Raider 60% chance to crit, counterattack, stop a lot of the chain attacks. This will trigger Kestrel's passive, the defense downs with the pings, right? I think there's a ton of damage coming out of this team. Pathfinder says, yikes.
Wrong screen, run.
What's that? Am I sharing the wrong screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Keeps cutting out and shit.
No, on stream.
No, what?
On stream, you're
I don't.
on screen.
Is that okay? I'm reading chat,
Yeah.
showing my
Oh,
MSF
you're
screen.
I thought you were reading the kids.
No.
My bad.
I'm done. I'm just trying to get caught up in chat, kind of skimming over stuff. Low damage score means it won't scale well to the future. Right now, high modifiers compensate for that, but in 6 to 9 months, it won't. They are like Bionic Avengers, to be honest. And HMTNL, I don't know what that means. I'm probably saying some funny acronym that I'm unaware of. I think that we can expect teams to be viable for about 9 months anymore. I think that's probably a good estimate of what Scopely hopes to target teams for, because they want us to buy new stuff, right? And they need things, they need built-in obsolescence. And so hopefully this team works well enough and will carry over to the next iteration of raids, whether that be Incursion or something like that.
And they did comment on Bionic Avengers, and they said that missed the mark a little bit as far as their length or shelf life, I would say. So,
I think 9 months is the low end that they're shooting for.
yeah, they did make a comment about that, and I don't want to say apologize, but they did admit that yes, that was a shorter shelf life than they were intending, I think.
Yeah, wait for the people who have 7 stars, 6 reds on the whole team to get a chance to test them. They'll most likely be amazing. I mean, the goal, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the community's perception is that they need to perform as good or better than current raid teams, right? I think that's the community's perception, and I'd like to know from chat, what do you guys think is gonna be a good idea for this team working in the current raids?
Well, the current tech raid team is Kang, so it's literally
Well,
Kang.
I mean in comparison to the other lanes, the bio,
So
the
I think what the problem is gonna be is they're gonna be good up to like at low stars, which usually when they come out with the next iteration of raids, so when they came out with Incursion 1.0 was the same difficulty as Doom 3.3, according to what they said. That's how it translated over.
Yep.
So I feel like Incursion 2, if that's coming soon, 2.0, 2.1, and maybe 2.2 will be roughly Incursion 1.5, 1.6, and they're gonna fall off like once we get to like 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 until we start getting those stars. But we probably won't have to worry about that because by then we'll all have 5 stars on all of them. because they've been pretty generous with shards lately.
It also depends on if they put in modifiers on the next incursion raids as well.
Yeah.
Right. A strategist points that out in chat. All they had to do was not make incursions have screw over the Bionic Avengers.
Which the current incursions also nerf some of the mechanics of the new Pegasus team as well.
Yeah, we've already heard people talk about, hey, there's barrier mechanics on this team, but it's not really going to come into play, at least not to a great effect. The defense up, we've heard people talk about that as well. And so these are factors in the incursion at the 1.6 level. So, like I said, it's a very complicated issue, and I would love to get more insight from the community on what their expectations are for this team. What would you say would make you happy? Like, does it need to unlock at 2 stars and sim with like a 15 million total gold investment per toon? Or do you have a more realistic approach where you think a 4x4 character at level 95 gear tier 15 should easily go through 1.6 on manual, or what if the team needs to be like a 5x4 level 95 gear tier 17 to manual through 1.6? And if that were the case, would that upset you? And, is Scopely on the next iteration of these raids going to put in modifiers that have such a hampering to so many different teams? How are they going to figure? Because Scopely wants to sell you one single solution that you can use, and they want nothing else to work there at all, basically. Now, how do they make that? Because they nerfed the Bionic Avengers so that they could sell us a tech raid solution, but the tech raid solution looks like it'll be having issues in 1.6 with those same modifiers.
That's what they're going to do in Incursion 2. Guess what? Because Rebirth is next to fall off, and you know what they're going to do? They're going to make it so in IO section, your team can't block. And Rebirth, all they do that makes them good is block, because that gives them 5% turn meter every time they block. So it's going to make sure they can't block. It's going to make sure that Venom can't counterattack. They're gonna screw
like
Rebirth
every
over.
character you face has mostly unavoidable attacks or unblockable attacks, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Or they just make the modifier like they have for Incursion 1. They make the modifier your team can't block.
Yeah, reduce the block chance.
Reduce block chance by.
Yeah.
Royalty raises a good point in chat. What if they screw up and suddenly Bionic Avengers is good for Incursion 2 point whatever, right?
Then people will absolutely riot, and they will buff Pegasus to make them worth it.
Yeah.
Make Avengers higher because they don't know how to make a raid.
Truth in today's raid season, does it matter how good they are if no matter how good they still won't get us to the point we get G18 gear orbs from rewards? Level 95 should not be needed. Half of my Bifrost are at level 80. I agree. Yeah. We want a team that we don't have to invest to the moon to get them to function right. And Bifrost kind of sets the bar right now.
Right.
We have the Rebirth team, which was good enough, and it served its time, and I don't really have any complaints, and it's an interesting team. But the skill team, the Invaders, was also a pretty good team. I think a little more lackluster than the Rebirth team. But now we have the Bifrost team, and the Bifrost is shaking things up in Crucible, frustrating a lot of people. And they work really well, and that kind of sets the bar for what expectations are. At least from what I hear and what I see and what I'm thinking, I think that sets the expectation level. But I think that there's a real issue with the way the nodes are built and what we're gonna see with this next team. Death Seed is older than Rebirth, isn't it? Death Seed was a fantastic team, man. I love the Death Seed team. They just had value all over the place. We saw them in War and in Crucible a lot. I think that was a really well-built team.
Seed was a fun team. Any team that has energy battery are always fun because you get to use their abilities a shit ton instead of having to rely on basics, which this team looks like energy battery type as well. which is fun.
Duke resubscribing. Thank you, Duke. You're freaking amazing, man. I want Pegasus to beat Bifrost in Cosmic Crucible Room 2. I don't know if they're gonna. And if they did, I think the team would be too OP everywhere else. I don't know. I think you still got resistance checks. I think it's gonna be the same issue. Not to mention the speed stats on those characters. Now, there are characters that give the team speed up. However, I'm worried that's gonna, like, by the time they take that turn and give the rest of the team speed up, it's already too late. And those slow stats on Darkhawk and Iron Man Infinity War are just abysmally slow. Rebirth in Room 2 has been my MVP for this season so far. We're doing good, Duke. We're doing good. No. So yeah, I think the big thing is I just want everybody to not make a decision on the tech raid team until we get a final version of it, because I think the only reason they're not allowing the envoys to talk about playtest stuff is because the team is highly under construction and subject to change. I really do.
Well, they did the same thing with Rebirth. Rebirth got reworked like 3 times before they came out and twice after they came out to make them actually not dog shit. And then they turned into a really good team. And then people were like, wow, why'd they buff Rebirth so much? Now they're too good in Cosmic Crucible. Now they're too good in War. Change it now.
I don't think they're too good. I think they had great room rules to amplify what they had, and it was a fun thing to play with. I don't have any objection to the state of play with the Rebirth, the Invaders, the times that they were boosted by room rules and where they're being used in War and stuff now. I don't have any problem. I think it was pretty good. How big does Pegasus need to be to work in Incursion 1.5? That's a great poll. Whoever put that up, appreciate that. I don't think it's any surprise. Like, we've seen this pattern of characters being released at a very low level of operation with somewhat boring kits, and then we'll see them repeatedly update those characters and bring them up to their full potential until people are happy with them. We saw that with Apocalypse a lot. I think there were some reworks with Super Scroll. We've seen like every team for the past, I don't know how many months, have subtle to major reworks, and they always start out at a low performing team and they tend to build them up because
Seven, you got a hat redemption?
The community hates when a company nerfs a character. So you've always got to lean toward the low end of feasibility, and then you can bring them up. Nobody minds when you build them up until it's a war defense team and we just face them in war defense, and then we're like, enough is enough, right? So I would say the war defense teams tend to not have too many reworks other than opening up their kits into other game modes. That's about all we ever really see there.
So when we had Bifrost first come out, wasn't it like they were at like 670k and Dorky was doing 1.6 with them, like manual?
I don't remember.
He came out with a video, it was like 680k, and he did a 1.6 incursion on all 3 nodes. And he like timed out. He didn't lose because of like dying. He just timed out because they had no damage.
Right.
Yeah, Elder said my 800k Bifrost works in 1.6. If they can do that, I'm good. Yeah, and I think they noticed that low Bifrosts were working in 1.6, so people didn't build them that big. So what they did is made them ridiculous in Cosmic Crucible, so people still took them to 95 when they didn't need to. I think that's what ended up being the only reason people had to build them as much as they did, is because they wanted to do well in Cosmic Crucible. That's the only reason I took them all to 95. They were working at 80 gear tier 15 for me for a while.
Yeah, Hydrus, let's get a blitz defense team going. That's what we need.
Absolutely.
Rob, were you part of the Envoy program, or maybe Pathfinder can comment too, when Rebirth was going through all of their changes and stuff like that, or?
Dude, don't ask me to remember stuff. Pathfinder might know that, but if I was there, I wouldn't remember it. Like, Dorky was talking about the old nodes and reminiscing about like, and I had forgotten completely about it, but he was talking about like the Wolverine that was like had the huge health bar and he just kept healing up, and you had to like specifically heal block him, and that's when a lot of characters didn't have heal block and stuff. And he was talking about those nodes, and man, I was like, holy shit, this game used to be so good. There used to be such entertaining challenges in this game. God, I wish they would do more of that.
So poll ended.
The poll ended, okay.
85.
No, not at all. Not any
How do I open this up? Okay,
85,
so
level 85, gear 16, 4-4, which I absolutely agree, because people free to play can absolutely get to that, and that is not including 85 to 95, which is like 9 million gold, 8 million gold. I'm good with that. That I absolutely agree. That should work.
yeah, I think that's a great place to be too. I don't have any problems with a G16 team. Like I said, I'm taking
That's the
mine into
standard now.
Dark Dimension 6 because I have a ton of tech gear. I want to see what this team can do on the high end. I don't know of anybody else what was that? I don't know of anybody else that's going to do that. And so, I don't know.
Oh,
Plus,
you're a psychopath, but I love it. I'm here
I
for
love tech teams. I just find tech teams really cool. Like the Bionic Avengers was a really cool team for me, and I was kind of upset that I didn't get the value out of that team. And so this time I'm like, I don't even know where they're gonna land. I'm putting them on my DD6 planner. I'm going after those pieces. I'm gonna see what happens, and you know what? I might be the guy that shows you guys why you should not bring him into DD6. I really don't know where I'm gonna land taking him in there on that game mode.
So, Windstorm, you said people are delusional if they think a Pegasus of that size can do 1.5. That's how big Bifrost was doing 1.5 and 1.6, so why should we not expect the same thing? Right? Like, if they're the newest raid team, they should absolutely slap whatever raid we're in currently for very little investment. And then when we start getting stars free to play, strike pass and stuff like that, then we can take them up to 1 million, 1.1 million for incursion.
You Pathfinder
2.3,
Gaming!
2.4. As time goes on, but yeah, Bifrost is, Pathfinder. My Bifrost is still smaller than that, exactly.
Just trying to catch up on chat here.
They should work at 750k.
At
I
the
don't
same
want-
level of Bifrost or better.
Right, now I don't want them to auto it because that's just stupid. But besides, you're gonna play the tech nodes on manual for a while because it's gonna be pretty satisfying to slap tech nodes for the first couple weeks.
Oh,
because you've
absolutely.
just been getting destroyed by them. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I did the same.
Yeah.
And then once I get bored
Mystic.
with them, my G18 tech raid team will be simming everything like crazy. Also, I do think the team's going to be viable into the next iteration of raids, and that's why I'm going ahead and building them big so that I can continue using them all the way into 2.17 or whatever difficulty we get to. As you know, I'll squeeze them for all they're worth is what I'm going to do. And I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not, but I'll let you guys know, and you can watch as I go through that. And we'll see how it plays out. Personally, I understand the difficulties with the tech nodes, how they nerfed the Bionic Avengers so that they didn't work and kind of painted themselves into a corner. And I understand that's a really tricky situation to get out of. And if we had to build the team a little bit bigger than the rest of the raid teams, I would be okay with that. But I would hope that it would pay dividends on the back end, and when we get past the Incursion 1 onto the next thing, they would still be a high-functioning team without much more investment. And Scopely just realized, that, hey, it's... Sorry, we made a Black Order, and you have to make something that just destroys it because we painted ourselves into a corner with this. Now the Eternals are too good, so we're gonna write into Agatha's kit, F you Eternals. And it's just, sometimes we just get ourselves into these corners, and I'm willing to give them a little leniency as far as how big I gotta build this team. It's not gonna matter to me, because I'm going G18 on the whole team, so.
when Incursion 3 comes out and Pegasus is no longer the prime tech team, Run's going to be the only person that has the Jarvis recommendations for Pegasus to get them up to like 2.4 million so they can actually do it. Also, Windstorm, you said Bifrost is a control team, Pegasus is damage. Pegasus is a control team. Pegasus has the only tune in the game to stun 3 people on 1 move. Pegasus is also a control team. They have ability blocks. They have a 3-man stun on 1 turn. Their energy batteries, the turn meter rewinds, percent damage on rescue special, the redistribution of health. So they're a control team as well.
Yeah, Windstorm, I would recommend you check out Dorky's latest video, the one about the Red Star gating. Just listen to that conversation. When he starts reminiscing about all the old stuff that I'd forgotten about, I was just like, holy crap, this game used to be so good with its imaginative challenges. Like, for instance, oh my goodness, one of the things that we never even talk of anymore, it says it in the damn title. It says challenges right there. Has anybody experienced a challenge anywhere in here for the past 2 years? I haven't.
That reminds me, we need to remind them about that again.
Yes, you do. When they first came out with the gear ones that added teal gear, I remember having some trouble with those. Like I had to build, not build specifically for it, but I had to get tunes that I was like, oh, okay, I need to build some people to be able to do these. Like, this is kind of a challenge, and I had to watch some videos. I had to finagle it. I was like, this is content. This is great. I'm fine with this. I do think the Incursion campaign is going to be challenging though, and people are complaining that it's Red Star gated.
The Incursion, you mean Incursion raids?
No, the Incursion campaign, the one for the data mines for the Red Star requirement.
Right, so the one that kind of led to all those videos.
Correct. So I feel like it's gonna be difficult because if it's requiring 6 Red Star tunes, it's gonna be hard. And then also, it's not that big of a problem that it has Red Star requirements. So people who've been playing for 3 or 4 years have at least 5 tech tunes or 5 skill tunes or 5 bio tunes at 6 stars, just because of your account being old. I think that's their way of gating newer people and making it harder.
Yeah, I don't like the artificial gating. And once again, go watch this video. I think there are better ways to gate content than off of stars or resources. The resource gating is freaking annoying. This game is more about farming and building than it is about playing and strategizing and working your way through a challenging situation.
Problem is, it's way harder to make a challenging game mode where they can balance correctly for it to be challenging for some and not challenging for everyone.
Balance it
instead of just making the gate.
Balance it for the level that's yet to come. Balance it for level 100 characters. And let us smash away at it at level 95 and try to get there. And then when we finally get, some people will figure out a way and they'll make videos and they'll do a great job. Some people will not figure out a way and they will have to wait for level 100 and beef up the tunes that work best. And I think that's a good way to go about it, but I mean, I don't know. Can I chain over here special? Yeah, okay. Ooh, I didn't want to hit Red Hulk there, did I?
That's fine.
Get out of here, She-Hulk! Oof, there's that taunt I did not want to be applied. Oh, nothing to do but get that. 4 charges. Oh, I should have baited. What? Don't I want the safeguards?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the problem now.
Should I save this?
No. If you basic, you're going to trigger him anyway.
Okay.
You have to get a blind from Dagger, hopefully. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Hey, you got safeguard on 2 of your people.
Okay. This is not going to go well for me.
You're almost done with DD6. Nice. Very nice, sir. It's a big accomplishment.
I don't know if I can get him down. This is going to be a tough one.
He's got blind now. He won't heal from the counterattacks. You're good.
Oh, okay.
And now you're fine.
Fuck? No. No, not at all. Not on any fucking planet.
Well, I guess I can just hit auto here now. It's either going to work or it won't.
That's what you should. That's what you should put for the Pegasus team. It's either gonna work or it won't.
It's either gonna work or it won't. Wait and find out, though, please.
Last node Quicksilvers are ass-tastic. Interesting.
Let's
Reviews
go
there.
with this. And what's... Oh, I can never remember this team. Tangled, Emma, Nova, Kestrel.
Uh-huh.
Can we get a filter for our filters? We've got too many damn filters now, man. I gotta filter the filters.
Yeah, if only they had these things called save squads, that'd be a great idea.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting to do that.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh my god.
There we
Mobile Gamer's
go.
voice with headphones sounds way deeper and much more sultry than
Oh,
I'm
I know.
used to.
The
It's
only
like-
way to watch mobile is with earbuds in the shower.
Yeah, it's like way more sexual. Make sure you save this squad this time, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it. How's the placement? Is the placement looking good here?
Placement doesn't really matter.
Actually, I think it does. I'm gonna put
Okay.
what's her face in the
There's
middle
too many
in case
characters
she
in the game
dies.
to have a simple
In case she dies, it
navigational
leaves gap
process.
placement there. Okay.
So, I agree. I also think they should just take minions out of the game at this point because they have no use anywhere. But the problem is they made them required for a scourge, like dipshits.
Yep.
So they have to keep them in the game. I feel like they should be
But they
just cannon
can't.
fodder.
They can't remove them. There's people who invested materials in them, and they would say, "Hey, I spent on that. I should get to play with it."
Yeah.
So they
no,
cannot
I
remove
agree.
them. They're stuck. This is in 6, so I got to stun Doctor Strange, whose costume looks so cool. Can't wait to equip it in 2026.
Hold on.
26.
Hold on.
Really?
Quicksilver.
I want to stun Quicksilver.
Yes, Nova goes before
Oh.
Strange.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Watch him not now because he didn't get the slow. That'd be
Yeah,
funny.
he will go before Nova, I think.
Oh
yeah,
my
he didn't get the
gosh,
slow.
Doolam.
You need to get the death proof from Agatha.
Yeah, if only you got the death proof from Agatha, but no. So you want to stun Wong now?
Can't believe I listened to you guys
Should
this
still be
time.
fine.
If I would have played it my
Get
way,
stunned.
didn't land the stun, right?
Where would No be? Oh, like you can still summon minions, but I'm talking about like Merc Lieutenant, Merc Riot Guard, Hydra Sniper, just like the people you've never had to build. Oh, absolutely, gnomes. I'm here for the chaos. That's it.
Speaking of chaos, where's Rolf Karen?
Probably asleep like he normally should be at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the fact that he ever comes to your stream baffles me every
I
time
know.
I see him.
Everybody has a immunity except for her. Hey, look, it landed. That's cool. 99 doing some work for me. Go away, Doctor Strange, please. This is turning into a slugfest. I'm not loving it. Yeah, we'll just get
We
rid of
asked for
that.
Rolf Kieran, we get a bendable straws.
Rolf had a bachelor party today. Oh, good for him, man. Bachelor parties are fantastic.
Special Morgan.
Yeah.
He's working on it, Doolam. Just hang on, hang in there.
Yeah, because then she chains through stealth. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, for crying out loud, just go. Ask Valley. Oh, people sending me messages in Discord. What's going on up here?
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry for the delay, folks. Okay. Then we're going to do Masters of Evil here. No, I don't want to restart recording.
Do you ability block Ron?
Really? We can't say super trash? I'm going to ability block Dazzler here because she goes first and she'll flip everything if I don't. Then I need to try and get a stun on Gambit if I can, so he doesn't ping the hell out of me, but I don't even know if I have a stun available on this team. I'm not really thinking about it.
The spark notes in the beginning, gnomes.
If I ever make YouTube videos, I'm going to have a section in the beginning dedicated for you that says, here's what you need to do if you want to listen to the rest, keep watching. Thank you, gnomes. That's a fantastic idea. Unavoidable, can't be blocked. There we go. There went some of the evades, all of the evades. Excellent. We're gonna go. See if we can't. Yeah, we'll see if we can't land some slows on Rogue and Gambit. Hey, all right, that worked. And we don't want to summon bots, so we go. She's got a taunt. And can mind control, disrupt and trauma. I don't want disrupted. If she goes under stealth, that's a good thing. Let's go with an ultimate here. It sucks that I'm missing a third of it, but it's what I got. And we'll Kangarang. Oh. Goodbye. That was nice.
Yep.
Okay, this is auto here.
So Doom, I had seen at one point
Oh no.
this match with Masters of Evil, but they took out Ultron, and I can't remember who it was, but who do you put in for Ultron instead? You know?
Like on offense?
Yeah, on offense, yep.
I mean, the fact that you don't special with Ultron anymore, he doesn't give very much anymore. The only thing you're really losing is on Moonstone's passive. She has a stipulation that you have to have four MOE allies to give something. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's like evade or something. So you don't lose much taking out Ultron. The only reason I'd see that happening is if they have like a Cable or an Emma and you're trying to mirror the Emma or the Cable speed to make sure Rogue doesn't go in front. That's the only thing I can think of.
Gotcha.
I'm using Death Seed on this team. What are other options to go into Rebirth on 2?
Invaders, but it's not efficient.
Oh. Well, I was thinking about using my Death Seed on that Young Avenger team. I want to do Ultimate here, right? I'm so used to doing the special into Sylvia. I want to do Ultimate here.
Nope, and you just lost.
That's all on Peggy.
Why can't I Ultimate there? What's wrong with that?
Because now they just all blocked and got 25% turn meter from their raid, and now Peggy's gonna cleanse all the blinds.
All right, let's see if I can pull this out.
I mean, it's like a 500k punch down, so
yeah. Why am
as
I
quickly as you can? He gives the speed bar on block if you can take out US Agent.
Oof, there we go. Forget this. Wait, I'll give it a shot. No, forget it. I don't even want to bother. Let's do it again.
I saw you with the mental calculator.
I was like, no, that's not going to go anywhere.
Never mind.
Okay, one more time. Hey there, speaking of Dorky Dad coming in with a big raid. Thank you, Dorky Dad. We were just talking about your Red Star video that you put out. I had a great time watching that last night. I've been bragging about it and the mobile video too. And we've been trying to have some conversations about stuff. And you know how hard it is for envoys to talk about stuff these days. What's up, the big positive geek? What's up, Master Gilgamesh? What's up, Yov MSF? What's up, Mostef Isley?
Yoav MSF, maybe?
I don't know how to say that one. All right, there we go. Get out of here, Peggy. How's that? Is that gonna work?
No.
Well, it'll get me pretty close.
Why would he have Peggy next to Cap America?
I don't know, but I'm loving it.
Slacker.
Agreed.
He doesn't watch
Definitely
defense up.
Yeah, he's not watching Run 7. That's,
No, he
Maybe
is
he is
watching
watching
Run 7.
Run 7.
Defense up is all the tips you guys give. Crucible, that's all me. When I'm not asking what buttons to click on, Crucible's all me, so he's definitely watching that.
Oh.
Yoav MSF, I see. I can't chain anywhere, and I've got a lot of crap on me, so we're gonna go over here and clear it. Get that beast up and running again. We need a special out of Nemesis, get some speed going. I need beast to take a turn. Let's do this. They both have defense up. Cap doesn't. What, does Cap have a defense down? No, it just has trauma. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go into Cap and take him out. This is dangerous here, but Agent Venom's gonna take a turn before I can do anything about it. I don't think I can strip. Oh, never mind. They're gonna be blind, so it doesn't matter. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
that's why you save it.
Yep.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah, I think Zero's right. I probably should have just used my invaders there. I could use my my Death Seed on the Young Avengers and hopefully get that blind on Echo right off the bat so that I can double tap everybody.
Yeah, I ended up using Invaders versus Rebirth on like a 500k punch up. I think it was in the first round this week, and it worked really smooth. I was nervous, but yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, let's see if this works. Going old school, I still don't have Photon built up. Run 7 obviously needs someone else to do offense up for CC and War. I can't make any more videos, Hydrus. I'm out of time. I'm only doing one defense up a week now. And like that's all I can handle. Wow, that didn't do garbage. Let's please chain left. Please chain left. Please chain left. Yeah! I almost want to go after Kate right now instead of Squirrel Girl, but I think I need to get Squirrel Girl out of play here. It's just, this is going to knock Kate under, and if I target Kate, it won't knock anybody else under. And I could just focus down Kate. You know what, I'm going to call an audible here and see if I can get Kate dead before Squirrel Girl pops off.
Oh, so close.
How much you want to bet Doom doesn't get the energy here from Jessica Jones?
Oh, he will now.
Oh,
Oh
He
yeah,
will
now
now.
he will. See, that's the trick. Just make
I
one
don't
of them
think he did.
die.
Oh, stop picking on Spider-Woman. She's gonna carry this team. Oof.
oof.
Oh,
Yikes.
man. See if I can flip that evade on Kate. Oh, I can't. Let's see if I can flip a taunt. There we go. Come on, flip it. Damn it. Oh, that'll work too. That'll work just fine. Get
Can't
out of
evade if
here.
you're dead.
I don't know why we were worried. Oh, and then I gotta go do war attacks too. What were you den dwellers doing over at Dorky Dad's place? What were you guys talking about? We've exhausted the conversation over here. We're literally just smashing buttons for the rest of the stream. So I'm kind of curious what you guys were going on.
Pegasus.
Dorky was reacting to Boylan's Pegasus video.
What did he have to say? I'm very curious.
Same topic, different channel.
Yep, same topic, different channel. Imagine that. Well, at least Boylan's making headlines.
God, my fiance said like a similar saying to like same shit, different day, but she said same shit, different butthole, and it had me crying. It had me crying. I was like, what just came out of you, dear? She goes, I don't know, it just came into my head and it came out my mouth. I'm like, okay then.
Yeah, Dedalius, we were saying, like, I mentioned that he was talking about Darkhawk being low damage and everything, and I was saying that Darkhawk does attack everybody. I think he's got piercing damage. He's got a modifier on that. Maybe he'll get outpaced in the near future because it's all modifier and not base stat, but he's still getting a lot from his team in raids. And he's hitting everybody on those attacks, not to mention everybody's a raider. He gets stacks of offense up on his ultimate, which multiply the multipliers, like it's crazy. So I was thinking that there was some of the stuff. Tony Scangili used to always say, when you talk about the stats, it doesn't mean anything because you have multipliers for game modes, you have team multipliers, you have the way that they're used, who they're going into. There's so many other factors than the baseline stat that going over who's got the highest damage or the lowest health just absolutely doesn't matter. And I always took that to heart. He used to also call me an idiot live on stream, and I took that to heart as well. But that's Tony Scangili. I mean, that's just what you get, you know? That's part of the package. So, I always tell people, if you walk into Tony's chat and challenge his ideas, you'd better know what you're talking about, because Tony Scangili was a very intelligent person, and he knew how to debate and argue as well. I've seen Tony Scangili say one thing and have you absolutely convinced that that was the best. How come they have Safeguard? How come they have Safeguard?
Infinity Watch? They have their Infinity Watch.
But I have Apocalypse.
They get it from Adam.
They stole it from Black Cat. She has that proof.
Death Proof, but not Safeguard.
Yes, Death Proof procs Safeguard on Infinity Watch on defense.
Okay.
That's why you can't
well,
bring Helix.
I don't even know why I'm arguing about it. Who cares? Windstorm blowing it up in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Tony Scangili used to. He would take one side of the argument, have you absolutely 100% in agreement with him, and then you go, but wait. And he would then take the other side of the argument and he would debate it back, and you'd be like, oh my God, I agree with you and disagree with you at the same time. Like, it was nuts. He's so good at debating. He's a very smart guy.
Yeah, he should have been a lawyer.
Oh, for sure. Except that he would neither want to defend nor convict anyone.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Thank you, Windstorm, gifting out 9 community subs. Holy crap. Be sure to thank Windstorm if you caught one of those. Although I think there's still like a queue of subs for people that need to come in stream and pick up some free ones after the last time Windstorm absolutely went nuts in here. Costumes on order, Windstorm. As soon as it shows up, I will ping you in Discord and let you know. We'll work out what streams, because I want you to be there for it. You can even jump on voice for it. I don't know if you were here, but Cleaning Agent is gonna join us when I do the costume. He's gonna come live on stream and he's gonna do his ability rant about Diablo, because I don't actually know what Diablo does. Don't spoil it for me in chat, please. I don't want to know. I'm specifically avoiding it so that Cleaning Agent can tell me all about it. 49, oh, by 2 points, man. Shucks, I guess I'm gonna go down in the rankings. Oh no, I full cleared and went down in the rankings, so the next time I need a full clear, it'll be that much easier.
Well, now you're gonna get less Ultimus food. I mean, Quicksilver shards.
Right. Who do you guys want to replace Quicksilver?
Fucking anyone I don't have at 7 stars, please. Anyone.
A lot of people are saying Iron Man Zombie, and I'm like,
no.
I don't think that's a good choice.
Iron Man Zombie should be in the free claims on the web. Mr. Negative should be out.
Ooh, Zombie Juggernaut would be fantastic,
Yeah,
but they're not going to do that.
yeah.
I think they're going to do Zombie Juggernaut just like they did Iron Man Zombie.
Yep. Zombie Juggernaut's going to be behind a paywall. And
I think
Run's
so
gonna
too.
Push right through that paywall, just like Juggernaut, and spend $200 to get him at 5 stars.
Honest to God, it's such a luxury character, and I want it so bad.
So now we know if Run misses stream next week or the week after, it's because that fucker's pulling overtime to pay for Zombie Jugs.
That's right. I'll be like, sorry guys, no MSF or Starfield streams this
Yep.
week. I got to take extra shifts, so I got to go do my boosts. That's why I'm letting you guys read your own chat.
So, Gnomes, I'm not saying take Quicksilver out, right? What I'm saying is pretty much everybody Platinum 2 and up have Quicksilver at 7 stars. What I'm saying is take all the Quicksilver shards and push them down the... So the top level of Quicksilver shards right now are in Grandmasters, so it should move so the top level of Quicksilver shards are all the way down in like Platinum 1. And then it's from Platinum 1 all the way down to Bronze that you're getting Quicksilver shards.
Yeah, I just think putting Tony Stark in there is, it's going to piss off a lot of big spenders because they already have him at 7 stars. I think you have to put in a new tune that no one has maxed out so that high-end players can have go after that.
Yeah, putting him in there after a year to make him slow farmable is going to piss people off.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think that they need to give out as many shards per season, per win, or whatever. I felt like I unlocked and maxed out Quicksilver shards so fast.
Uh-huh.
That was like the fastest I've ever free to play built a character up. And I'm not operating at that high a level in Crucible. So I felt like that was a lot of shards, and if they wanted to nerf that a bit, I wouldn't be upset. So you can blame me if they do that on the next person, but honestly, I wasn't upset by that. I wouldn't be upset by that.
Scopely will ever listen to you.
I was surprised to find out that a lot of them actually watched the recap.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
was told that a lot of Scopely employees actually watch the recap, so I do try and point out stuff. I really hope that the Scopely employees watch Mobile Gamer and Dorky Dad's video. If that red star gating is legit and it's not just a ploy to sell gold promos, if that's legit, I hope they watch those videos and take notes so that red star gating doesn't feel so oppressive and so bad. The recap is easy to digest. It's 3 minutes long. It better be easy to digest. I'm not really asking a lot of you there. There is the clickable, the skippable commercials at the beginning and no mid-roll ads because it's too short for mid-roll ads. So I would hope you guys don't find that challenging to take in. They watch the retake just for the outtakes? Yeah, a lot of people tell me I only watch it for the outtakes. Oh, thanks. So all of the stuff I work at, you think is trash, and all of my mistakes is what you come for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I only watched the last 7 seconds when you had the tinfoil hat on and I clicked away. Duh.
Right.
Also, Burnsy, I was not surprised. I was surprised that Scopely people watch it.
Where's that team I just built?
One you didn't hit save on?
I swear I hit save. Did I save it in my war teams? I bet I saved it in my war teams.
It's on the bottom. You don't have Emma on offense. See?
No, that's not the one I saved. It was the
one in Cosmic Crucible.
You're
that
right.
You saved
You're right.
for
That's the
6
one I
was that
saved.
one.
I'm thinking of a different team. It's okay. I have the team in here saved. I don't know why I was looking around for it. I got confused. I get confused quite easily. Did you already forget your charity stream? What do you mean?
Huh? He's trying to forget it.
Not self-degradation.
Yeah, Run. Listen to your boyfriend.
Let's see how this goes. Who's my boyfriend, Gnomes?
Me, apparently.
Well, it is turning into the Run 7 show featuring Duelam. Like, I think you've been on voice every single day for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's slow it down so we can see where the energy goes. Well, not that slow.
My only my only goal, honestly, is to be the only non-content creator in the Envoys. That's my only goal. Once I get there, I'll just leave immediately.
We've got a new content creator that just joined the Envoy server.
No. I'm saying the non-content creator.
The non-content creator.
Yeah, it'll never happen, but
I don't know, dude. I think you should get a camera and start streaming.
with what time? When? I can't. That's the. I would honestly. I would. The only time I would
sacrifice your time to the MSF gods.
Yeah. Convince my fiance that, and I'll get right fucking on that, bud. All right. Because listen, every time my timer goes off for a blitz rotation, she looks at me and rolls her eyes back farther than the Undertaker. So we got a problem every time, let alone trying to stream to people.
Yeah, I try to load that stuff with information for you guys. Somebody was mentioning a thing that really kind of lit me up, and it was like they were talking about Scopely should Scopely cater to free-to-play players? Should they cater to small spenders, to dolphins, to whales, to krakens? And somebody said, no one ever talks about the casual players, and Scopely never puts anything in to help casual players. Casual players are having a hard time, and all going on about casual players. And, oh, forget this team. And I sat there hearing this, like I'd never even thought about casual players. And what they mean by casual players is people who do not log in every day. People who do not have a login streak, who log in 2-3 times a week or maybe just on the weekends to play Marvel Strike Force. And I was like, you fucking son of a bitch. I sacrificed to be a part of this community. Like, the shit I put myself through to play this game on a regular basis. I am here every single day playing crappy game modes, logging in 2-hour timers over and over and over so that I can feel the pain and misery that all of the MSFers go through. And this person here who only tunes in on Tuesdays and Thursdays is complaining that Scopely doesn't cater to them, and I'm losing my shit hearing this. Like, I'm sorry. If you are not sacrificing to play this game, I don't care about your opinions because you are not experiencing what Marvel Strike Force is really about. Okay? We shouldn't have to sacrifice to play this game. It shouldn't.
I have never heard more of a real statement than that.
It should not feel like a sacrifice to play Marvel Strike Force, but it does for sure. It absolutely feels like we have to sacrifice our time and or our money to play this game and be anywhere good at it, competitive at it, progress reasonably quick through it. It does feel like a sacrifice. And there were things in this game
You promised I could get better drops.
That made it feel amazing.
You said you were going to give me better drops.
There were challenges and experiences and moments where I felt privileged to be a part of the community, to be a longtime player, to get to a certain point in the game where I felt privileged. Those days are long gone. And I hope that Scopely could get back to those days where I feel privileged to tout this game as a great mobile game to play. It's gotten a lot better, but there was some amazing stuff that I was recently reminded about. Like when I unlocked Ultron. Do you remember fighting through that last node, trying to kill Ultron with those stupid shield assault guys, constantly pinging away at you, and then somebody came up with a big brain idea. They're like, hey, go in, hurt Ultron a little bit, back out, or lose out or whatever, and then the next day you go in and you can kill Ultron in one shot without him reviving. And we all did that, and we're like, oh, it's like the unlock key for this horrible level. And we ground through it, and you unlocked your Ultron, and you just felt amazing because you would walk into like any game mode and just freaking own everybody who didn't have it. And it was an amazing experience. It was challenging and it was tough. It didn't require anything. I think some of those first Dark Dimensions had some really stringent like star ranking or something that wasn't fun. But there wasn't a lot of that. And you felt good about being a part of the community. And now it does feel like you do have to sacrifice to be a committed player and part of this community and competitive player in the game to one degree or another. So when people come in and they're like, well, I like playing on weekends and it's really annoying that I have to do this and that and the other thing, and I'm like, I'm sorry, go sit down.
Yep, I agree.
So I think Scopely definitely deserves to pay attention to their biggest spenders. That's how the business model works these days. I think Scopely
the only reason we have a game to play.
I think Scopely should definitely pay attention to the wants and desires of the whales and the dolphins and the free-to-play adjacent, the micro spenders. And you know what? The free-to-play community sacrifices as well to play this game, and they are definitely deserving of Scopely's attention also. I think every section of the committed players who are making an effort to play this game on some level deserve the attention of Scopely and deserve something in the game to be for them. Hopefully it can all be for everybody. I mean, that's the goal, but there are things that just don't work like that. And I think that if you're a free-to-play player, you're doing this game a service by being a part of the pool. There's got to be somebody for the big spenders to step on and crush with their wallets. Because if there's no free-to-play community, then you've got like, you know, I don't know, a fraction of the community, and then it just becomes this game of whose wallet is bigger. You know?
So my thing is people have always had this very incorrect, Krakens and people that spend a metric fuck ton of money on this game.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad people, and they don't hate people that don't spend money. Tadano, Beta Ray Bill, Faith Fury, Batwalk, all of these people watch streams.
Mm-hmm.
All of these people chat in streams. All of these people are the people who are vouching for us and asking for better release mechanics for us. Beta Ray Bill literally didn't have to do what he did when he won Dark Dimension 6. He asked the community, what tune do you want me to pick for you guys? I'm maxed out on all of them. It doesn't affect me at all. Who is going to help you guys the most? Tadano asked for Kang for a week straight and was told no. And he's like, no, you're going to give me Kang. And they're like, no. And then guess what he did? He quit the game.
Mm-hmm.
They do care about us. There's this common misconception that they don't care. Like, they do. They care about the game just as much as we do. And they have, infinite times more money invested in the game that we do. They care
don't get me
about
wrong.
the game.
I do think there's always the exception to the rule. There's always a bad apple or something. There are some big spenders that are like, fuck those guys. And in my opinion, I don't think they understand what they're talking about, because the people who spend, who literally go through and buy every single offer every single day because money isn't an issue for them, or they just own a credit card stealing business, they enjoy theory crafting and playing the game at the highest level. And when they have a fully maxed roster and go up against somebody else with a fully maxed roster, it is a perfectly even matchup, and it is purely based on skill versus skill at that point. But also, they love theory crafting with people, and that's why a wider community to communicate with about theory crafting, coming up with ideas, makes this fun. You wouldn't have content creators covering the game because there would be no viewership for those content creators to go live in front of. You wouldn't have videos being made. You wouldn't have discussions being made. It would be a very boring place to play Marvel Strike Force.
There's a reason why none of the Krakens make content, because they, A, don't need the extra revenue, and B, it's a shit ton of work too.
Yeah.
They don't care to make content. They just care to spend the money, enjoy their tools, and keep on going.
PW, I love your comment. I'm free to play, apart from impulse buys, battle passes, and calendars. And sometimes some character unlocks when something really good comes along, right? Oh, and don't forget those $5 offers for 50 shards. I mean, it's going to save me the time farming them when they do pop out in the nodes.
Yeah, but what about when there's a good strike pass like Robbie's in the strike pass? I make an exception there too.
I know a guy who will cut your smack with candy instead of rat poison if you ask him. Nice guy. Top end war prep is insane. Oh yeah.
Chat like 2 to 3 days ago was telling he and Sex Panthers and the other top alliances collude in war, and Dorky got hilarious.
He got what?
He got extremely mad about it, which I don't blame him. They were pretty much telling him that he's a cheater and all this stuff, and he colludes with people. And I'm like, no,
they were saying that Dorky colludes and is a cheater. Somebody just cut out. Like,
hello? Well, there you go.
There you go. Were they saying that Dorky colludes and is a cheater?
So they think Dorky like the entirety of Dorky's alliance colludes with Sex Panther and colludes with all the top alliances to all stay on top in war, because they all share ideas to counter each other's defenses on war and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, so am I colluding with Mobile Gamer and Run 7 when I watch their content on how to counter somebody in Cosmic Crucible? What do you mean? Like,
well,
we're not colluding. We're all watching content.
Colluding. If you're sharing ideas for defenses and layouts, that's not collusion. That's theory crafting. Collusion is when an alliance says, "Hey, let's jump out of this war zone at the perfect moment and force another alliance to go up against nobody and miss out on all those war rewards." That's collusion. Okay?
Exactly. You're acting like they're holding, their arena shard hostage at the top 24 because it's all of their alliance mates and no one's doing anything. The fact that they're sending screenshots to each other and designing defenses with each other, they're just conversing with each other.
Right.
They're not saying, "Hey, you guys are going to win this war, I'm going to win this war so we can stay neck and neck." It's not like that. That's a different kind of colluding, because they're not working together to beat everybody else. They're working together because they are friends.
And also,
that's not a bad thing.
There are times when a big alliance will say, "Hey, I remember it used to be back when it used to be important to get in there fast. A big alliance would intentionally not take down a certain room to give the opposing alliance a chance because it was a one-sided battle." And that could be considered collusion, but it also made it really fun when a huge alliance that's like 50 million TCP or 150 million TCP bigger than the alliance they're going up against says, "Hey, we're not going to take down certain rooms because we would just you wouldn't be able to beat our defenses at that point. So we'll just leave that one room up." That is collusion.
That's just called good sportsmanship.
But it's also, good sportsmanship. Like, my son's baseball team allowed another kid on the team to make it all the way around the bases and get a home run, and it probably changed that little kid's life. That was total collusion, probably considered cheating, letting the other team run up the score by 1 point. Granted, we won the game 18-1, so it wasn't really a big deal, but that was like good sportsmanship because they were just helping out. So I understand that there is forms of collusion at the top, and that whole top 10 alliance thing, that's a whole nother world that they live in, and I'm happy to let them just do their thing. I'll never play in that world, and that's okay with me.
No, not at all. Not any fucking
that's
planet.
The thing. If he was trying to hide things, why would he put all of his war attacks on YouTube for everybody to see them if he's hiding so much stuff? Like, what?
And I know a lot of times...
Bro, that's a rough team in that room.
A lot of people, a lot of content creators will not release certain defenses because they'll come up with something that's really good, and they won't talk about it on stream or make videos about it for a week or two until word gets out that, hey, there's this hot Marauder defense, which Pathfinder Gaming refuses to explain to me, that everybody's using and it works great. And is that collusion? That they're working with their alliance or maybe even other alliances to utilize this awesome defense?
Pathfinder Gaming!
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't. So, if it's collusion, then we should not make any videos to help nobody. Because I'm colluding with everybody else. Yeah. We should just leave it all to and you guys just watch us play, and we will say nothing on how to help you all anywhere. Nothing. We're just gonna play. Yeah, not gonna happen.
I like sharing
now, if it's an APK hack, then I'd say something.
Yeah, that's straight up obviously cheating. The game's not meant to be like that. But Scopely's always been pretty lenient with some loopholes, and I mean, because we've got slingshotting in arena. There's a form of collusion when the top 20 people in your arena shard all talk to each other and they take turns letting someone be the #1 position, or they pay, they charge people real world money to be in the top position for cores for a while, and they specifically target anyone that comes into the top 20. Why am I looking at this? They specifically target anyone that comes into the top 20 to kick them out of it. And then people pay real world money to hold a certain position in arena for a certain period of time. That's 100% collusion. I'm not super excited about that. I don't care. I'm not gonna riot over that. I'm in a great shard, so it doesn't happen in my shard that I'm aware of. I don't know, maybe it doesn't get the crap kicked out of me now, but I think that's because I don't have Secret Defenders. But the APK hacking, that's clearly just, forget that. Remember when they did the APK
connection to these guys?
What's that?
I'm top 20 in my shard, and I keep getting my ass beat. Let me get the link so I can message these guys and like, hey, let me join.
Yeah, right. Remember when they did the purge of all the people that did APK hacks, and they were like, it didn't go so well because they purged people who genuinely didn't use an APK, or at least that's what was said. I don't know. It was. I remember.
You're talking about. You're talking about during the Morgan Le Fay trials, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, when we had all those fake accounts way up at the top, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was like 30% of the trials had fake accounts in it. It was crazy.
Yeah, good times. There was an issue with the Photon Blitz leaderboard too. The #1 guy on there at like the last 3 hours was like 4 million TCP, and he had like triple the score of Faith's Fury.
That's why leaderboards take 24 to 48 hours to come out, because they got to go over it and weed out all the bullshit ones. The nasty gram email we got from Scopely.
Oh yeah, we're watching.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Some people got that.
Be good people or else. Dun,
Man.
dun, dun.
Good times in MSF. I think one of my favorites was the snap. When everybody got demoted or kicked out of their alliance one morning, no one knew what was going on, and a lot of people just lost their alliance altogether because they thought they were kicked out and given no reason, and they were all pissed off. Everybody just got snapped out. And then the Gold Gate. I'll never forget Mobile Gamer screaming like a lunatic as the numbers on his gold just kept ticking over and over and over live on stream. People were losing their minds. Yeah, that was Gold Gate 2. That wasn't even the first one, man.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Captain Sensible. Let's go after him for sure. I want to see if my Gamma can punch down on this and kill that can squash these bugs. Let's see. When the Aussies got to buy all that gold for like $2, and then they tried to compensate all that crap. It was such a disaster. The Banhammer, yeah, that's right. They called it the Banhammer. And everybody was upset about that one. Let's go with this one here and see if I can't kill that yellow jacket. There he goes. That's one down. Uh-oh. Spider-Man takes off. Got that trauma on me. That's no good. I don't know if this is going to work. And you really got to kill big time before he gets going. Yeah, maybe I'll... Oh, it's blind. Dang it, he's blind. That was stupid.
Yeah, that was a great idea there, bud.
Oh,
Also,
well.
if you keep hitting big time, you give him more speed, so definitely keep targeting him.
Well, I need to get rid of the evades, man.
Okay, mm-hmm.
I'll get there eventually.
I think my favorite compensation was the Jane Foster event.
Yep. I remember watching Mobile Gamer stream when that came out that they were doing that, and I was like, no shit.
The Jane Foster event. What was the Jane Foster event?
Remember the Summer of Blunder thing when somebody bought like a $5 offer and it gave him all the rewards for the Dazzler monthly and the Jane Foster monthly?
I don't remember
so
that
they
one.
doubled up the Jane. So they doubled up the Jane Foster monthly and just doubled the Milestones, so you could get everything in the monthly Milestone for Jane Foster twice.
Yeah, that was real. It was around the time, like, Dazzler had just released right after that.
Last summer.
So people bought an offer and got Dazzler's done before hers ended, and then people were buying offers and then got Jane's done before she was gone too.
Yeah, I will never forget that. It was a $5 offer that unlocked the entire thing. Meter boards were messed up. They had to roll the servers back. Oh, and like nothing really got done. Everybody got compensated.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that had too many red stars on his surfer because he used that cheat where you could buy the offer multiple times, and everybody ended up getting super cheap free Silver Surfer offers constantly. They kept recomping, and then people would get more than Captain Ireland. That's right, Captain Ireland.
That's right. I do remember that. I remember they came out with the Silver Surfer offer like 4 more times after that.
Right, Casino showed how to do it, and everybody started trying to do it. Get the extra shards.
The Silver Surfer thing? No, because I think Silver Surfer came out before the web store.
And everybody would freak out because they'd be in Blitz, not understanding how that game mode works. And they're like, look, this person has too many stars on their surfer too. And it's like, no, it's Blitz. It's just they have a surfer and it's going off of your stats. Calm down.
How do they have a 2-star? How do they have a 2-star Phoenix? These people are hackers.
Yeah. Gotta love it. What am I doing? None of these teams are exciting matchups for me.
Nothing about war is exciting.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's see how this will work. I want to see what this will do. I don't know. I think I think Scopely is doing a better job at not having, because we haven't had a ridiculous, absolutely wrecked thing lately, right? Like Scopely hasn't had a major screw up for a while. We've had some things go wrong for sure. There's always bugs every time. There's glitches and bugs and stuff. We haven't had too much major stuff that chained the wrong way.
Yeah, why can't they just fix the bugs that negatively affect us and keep the glitched offers? That'd be great.
Yeah.
I think the discussion of cheating is a difficult one because it is looked at from the standpoint of ethical and or moral behavior. We all have different viewpoints of ethics and morals, as well as how extreme we view them. Personally, I would never do anything I consider unethical or immoral in gaming, not because I feel that I am a better person than others, but because I do not find enjoyment in this type of behavior.
I 100% agree with that, Zero. It's not something that a company shouldn't have to decide what's moral or ethical in their game. But unfortunately, they kind of have to, because Scopely decides what we're going to be allowed to get away with and what we're going to be punished for. And I think that what it comes down to is when there's a big enough outcry from the community that, hey, we think this feels unfair and isn't cool and we don't like it, that Scopely steps in and makes those changes. You know, they did that during the Morgan Le Fay event because that was clear. There was a huge portion of the community that were obviously cheating in a way that the game was not meant to be played, and enough of us felt, yes, this is wrong and should not happen, and Scopely stepped in and fixed it, but that was clear-cut and obvious. When it comes to slingshotting in Arena, apparently enough people are not crying out about that because Scopely refuses to change it.
Scopely doesn't know how to change it. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's true. I like that
Scopely
idea
has not come
of
up with
having the whoever holds the position the longest gets it, right? So throughout the day, you're constantly going back and fighting to get back into number one and hold it with a good defense, using your cores if you really want to stay there or whatever. And I think that provides a better way to go about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they don't know how to change Arena. They don't know how to change the Arena slingshotting thing.
Well, the thing is, Windstorm, with the slingshotting, I think there should be an in-game tutorial showing everyone who plays Marvel Strike Force just how to do slingshotting. Because if anybody is allowed to do it, it should be widely known and well understood so that anyone can do it. Scopely doesn't make any attempt to even bring awareness to slingshotting's existence, let alone how it works. But then again, that's how I feel about it. Other people may not feel that way, and it may not be Scopely's responsibility to change.
Jumpy, it doesn't. So it requires coordination to do it on purpose. But I can tell you, I've had it have 3 times in the last week. I've had slingshotting happen. Like if I'm in the last 5 minutes, I'm rank 8, and I attack rank 4 or rank 5. I beat rank 5 right before payout hits, and I end up finishing at 1 because 5 beat 1 before I beat 5. It's not about it, you don't have to collude with other people for it to happen. It's going to happen no matter what. No, I know you're being theoretical. I get it. It's just it happens often, unfortunately. Well, you got one anyway, so you're welcome.
Well, that sucks. I didn't get the crit. Dang it. I'm not going to get a double tap on this. This is not going to go well for me at all. I'm going to save this and go around the horn. Oof. Now I'm going to accidentally kill him. No! Shoot. Dang it. Wasn't what I wanted to do. Such a temperamental way to beat this team. I should stop doing this. Swear this happens like every time.
Only an hour and 20 minutes left to get your points in for the Ronin event. Everyone, make sure you collect your Alliance credits from your donation boxes if you have not already.
Go donate those cores.
Yep.
I just
Can't
got
stun her. I'm gonna go basic.
The milestone that gives you the extra osmium, so I'm very happy about that.
I'm blind. How am I blind?
I think this was a really, really, really well free-to-play event. Most of my accounts got it, just not my free-to-play level 72 because it's not an alliance that gets enough donations. So that's unfortunate, but the other 3 got them.
Quick question. Am I going to miss with Icarus's ult? It's just attack all enemies for
blind.
Yeah, he'll miss.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, he's gonna miss.
Let's go over here with some damage on her, I guess. Whittle somebody down. Hopefully we can get back around to the Icarus ult and finish this team off. Everybody has immunity, so we're gonna go basic.
So Bendable, I got 130 shards, so that's just 20, no, not 20. 50 short of, what, 4 stars?
5 star. 4 star, yeah.
4 stars, yeah. So.
Well, you should, if you're going to get 1% in the leader, 1 to 2% in the leader, you get another 40 shards in there.
Yeah, I forgot.
And then he's in the strike pass next after Robbie, too, so.
True.
Isn't that crazy, Giga? Yeah. Playing alongside people in the same arena for so long, you start to notice, you'll see when somebody drops, you're like, oh, they forgot to build this person, or yeah, they're probably not going hard, or you know, when an arena event is coming up, you know who's gonna be smashing away at it and right up to the top, and then who just like coasts when there's not. Like it's crazy that you can get to know these people after years of playing alongside them. Did I just go after a team in the wrong room? Son of a bee. No, I didn't. It was a Hero Asgardian room, so I did right. Somebody else screwed it up.
There's a dude in my arena shard named Ryan the Rhino, and he crackened out for Big Boy APOC, and he was the first one to have it in the arena shard for like a good 3 or 4 months, and you could see his spending habits just tailor off from after Secret Defenders came out. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, I had the same where a guy just went hard, super hard for DD6, and he's been sitting at number 1 for about a month now. So.
Yep, that man no longer has to play arena until super trolls are more prevalent.
A month in the arena, sitting at number 1 is 15,000 cores.
I know. Man. Yeah. And he's like, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to play against other Super Scroll teams once they start coming out, because I haven't had any experience.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was stupid. She's gonna cleanse that. That was dumb. Damn it, I know that. Oh, whatever. I need to get over to Fury now, but I committed to Kestrel, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. My Kestrel's OP'er than your Kestrel. Kestrel is pretty sweet after that rework, right? We can all agree on that.
Kestrel's awesome after the rework.
Yep, I agree.
I hope Silver Surfer gets that kind of treatment when Fantastic Four movie comes out.
I can't wait to see the Silver Surfer symbiote. I'm so curious how they're gonna play that out, what it's gonna do, who he's gonna pair with, like what team does he go? Like, I've got so many questions for that. I really do want to know too. Are they gonna base the kit around a Silver Surfer symbiote, or did they already have a kit in mind and it really didn't matter who we picked? It was always gonna do the same thing. They're just gonna change the animations, you know?
Depends how long it takes them to come out.
Yeah. I'm really curious about that one.
They've said a lot of times that it takes them 6 to 8 months to develop a character from start to finish. So if they're doing that from start to finish, then I mean we're getting into like February-ish, March-ish before that team comes out.
Prevent the entire enemy team from spawning in.
Auto lose.
Oh. Yeah, they bring a character like that into the game, they're gonna sell some offers.
I agree with that, Windstorm. I think they already had the kit made. They just have to change the animations and around the character model that they ended up having to choose.
Who do I want to make go on this team? You can do things. You can do things. And sure, I'll just throw you in there too. Why not? I think that's probably good.
I agree with Giga. I agree with you, but the problem is forcing people to be on at their payout time to do well in arena is also shitty. That's annoying that you have to finish an attack with less than 5 seconds left to do well in arena.
That's one more timer that needs to be done away with.
Yeah.
That's why I like how long did you hold the position. I think that was really cool. Trauma bleed, disrupt stun, taunt, reduce speed bar 10%. She's gonna do a cleanse, but that's got trauma. So do I want to go her or?
I go Weaver.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Weaver too. Yep. Oh, good. The stun. I forgot. I was like, but how do I ability block Weaver? Oh, that's right. It's a stun.
You can just ability block Doom.
Way too raw's home early. Way too raw is home early. You know what that means.
Or don't.
I'm gonna shut down stream as soon as I can. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to go after Doom, huh? That's okay. It looked like Thor. Thor took out Weaver.
Weaver took the ride, and yeah, because Thor goes after the Protector with the charges, and Weaver's a Protector.
Wow, that was weird. I didn't because she went on the ride. She should come back with full. Oh, she had trauma, so she would have healed. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. We can just do. Let's do this. Let's just do this. What am I doing? I'm overthinking it again.
Way too home early.
Yeah, man, when Way Too Raw gets home early, that makes me want to end stream early. I have an overactive sex drive and a hot wife, and if there's a 10% chance that there's a little afternoon delight in my schedule, man, I will drop you guys like a hot rock.
Yeah, 30 minutes till the kids get home too. So.
That's right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's like, yeah, I got like a half hour. 7 minutes,
makes you
I've
think
worked
he needs
with
to
less.
I was going to say, he doesn't even need 28 of those minutes and he'll be fine.
Yeah, what am I going to do with the other 17 minutes, you know? Let's see. I'll use my Dark Hunters over here on... Oh, no, I got a pre-taunt. I don't want to do... It's got a pre-taunt. So I'll use... No, I don't have them. Oh, who cares? Let's just smash them with this. Here, it doesn't even matter. We're gonna go.
Said run gives me a one pump jump vibe. All right.
Thanks, Gnomes. Okay, let's hurry up these war attacks. I got things to do now.
Like my wife.
You kidding me? She's gonna go straight back into her room and go into homework mode, and she's gonna be like,
Absolutely.
You need to prep dinner. You need to get ready to go pick up the kids. There's some dishes in there. She's like, I got tests. It's on you. That's how
I can't wait for her to come into chat and go, I have a headache. Shut up.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
She's also going to say, get off me.
Yeah. As soon as he heard the garage door open. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the other camera angles.
Pitch intense better than a Boy Scout.
Yeah. Oh man, how hard are we gonna have to blitz in this blitz event coming up?
Same as last one.
Lots.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna try and get 8 rotations a day in now with a 1-hour timer. I want to see how challenging that is. I'm just gonna shoot for it and see what happens.
So when you jump on stream tomorrow and you're like, I've only done 1 rotation. I'll wait for that.
Yeah, that could happen as well.
We also can get an extra rotation in now before the reset. So between 5 and 8, you can do 1 at 5, 6, and 7 now. So you can do 3 rotations that don't count towards the initial.
Why would I do rotations that don't count? I will not.
No, they count. No. They count, but they don't count towards like the 8 rotations a day because it's not considered. It's not for the reset. They still count for you. Right.
I could stay up until midnight and knock out like how many? I don't know.
You can knock out 5 of them immediately.
Yeah, and so I have trained myself that if there is not a blitz event running, I know exactly how many attacks I have to do in blitz to clear whatever milestone that blitz is.
Yeah.
Like I know exactly when to stop, so I don't do a single extra attack. I used to like obsessive compulsively scroll to number 50 and count backwards from 59. I don't even care. I just pick up wherever I left off on that last time, and I just count the 12, 13, or I think there's one that's 9 rotations, and it'll clear all those milestones based on how big my teams are and the points I'm getting. Like,
I'm really
I really don't want to waste time on those anymore.
I'm really ready for a blooper tomorrow for your blitz timer to go off while you're making the recap, and you're going to be pissed because it's going to be a great take, and then it's going to get ruined by your blitz timer going off.
Right. Yeah, because it does take me about an hour to do the recording on that.
Yep.
Let's try most of Nova, because I wasn't paying attention and used Thor on that one team. We're going to try most of Nova with somebody else. We can put in Quicksilver, I guess. See how this plays out. Fucking gnomes. I really shouldn't have made that comment. My wife's probably pissed at me.
What else is new?
Let's go here with a stun. Ping. Boom.
T-Dat said bonk, go to horny jail.
Chat, shut up. I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. Like, let it go. It's a bad idea.
Run's gonna have the recap out in record time because he's gonna be sleeping in his studio. Terminator rewind. Defense down. Delete somebody. Oh, maybe not. You don't have to do your 18. Never mind.
There we go. Should be just fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna make a recap video on. I watched Boylon's video, but I haven't seen anything else really good come out. It's mostly the usual stuff. Lots of DD6 runs, lots of Cosmic Crucible Entertainment. So I'm kind of curious to see what tonight's videos bring. I've kind of got it now where if there isn't anything really interesting, I just don't do the recap. I don't do a short, I just don't do anything. I just let it go and I take that time to rest because I'm kind of pushing myself really hard running content for 2 channels. It's a lot with a part-time job and kids and all this stuff. So now my son, Carter, he signed up for coding camp. I'm really hoping he makes it. There's only 15 spots. But like I told him, I'm like, you need to learn Java and come home and teach Papa all about it. Because I understand what a data mine is kind of saying, but there's no way in hell I could script one, write one, get the minute details from it. There's no way I could do that.
Can't you just take a data mine and then Control F and try to find what you want out of it?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of tricks. But, I mean, if my son's gonna learn how to do stuff, I'll let him tell me how to do it.
I'm sure you can ask your favorite content creator how you do it.
No, I'll probably go to the people he learned it from, in fact.
I don't blame you.
Let's do... I wonder what a mirror match looks like.
Gnomes is a programmer. He can help you. There you go.
You know, like 12 plus languages? I can find my way to the bathroom in Spanish, but that's about it.
And order of cerveza, you don't even drink.
Yeah. What could make this fun? Blinds.
What you did last time, you really enjoyed it?
I went to school for 4 years to be a programmer, LOL, so I know quite a bit. That's cool, Gnomes. I can
Google for porno in German. Does that count?
Yes, it does. It absolutely counts. That's resume material right there. Let's go with you, because you do an ability block. I don't want that happening. Oh, I thought I landed up. I forgot I didn't land an ability block there. Dang it. Oh well. Do a little turn me to rewind, see if we can't get back in front of that. There we go. There's the stun. Okay, this team is done. Oh, what am I thinking? Oh my god, I'm doing Tangled Undying into this team. Why am I even playing it? I keep doing that.
Why is Dark Hunters on defense?
I don't know. Just getting my 10 attacks in today. Can you program my wife to bake another batch of cookies? Be careful what you wish for when it comes to German porn. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience here.
Alrighty then.
Oh my god.
You know, we may not have the best game, but we have the best community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of the best community, let's send you guys off to witness another portion of it, because I am out of time. I need to edit a video and then go get my kids. And I'm going to leave my wife alone. That was a joke. Let's do... let's go to Ambassador Al today. Thank you guys for joining me. If you were watching this on YouTube, I apologize. You know, but it was more than usual. And frankly, if you made it to the end of the video, it's your own dang fault.
What are you apologizing for?
There we go. Got that. Sending you guys over there. Somebody ask... don't bother. Don't bother. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm tired. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Take care, Ron.